All right, now you're up.
Hey, good afternoon, Mighty Oak. This is the OI, the first OI for 2018, and we just had our first 2018 meeting with all staff on Thursday, and we talked about some super fantastic things that now you get to hear about. So one of the things that we talked about is the structure of our meeting that we're going to have on Thursday. We're going to do a couple of things consistently each time. One is that we are going to do some updates, and so you'll hear some updates later on in a moment here. The other thing that we're going to do is training. You won't get the training. Sorry, you have to be in person for that. But we talked about we talked about the 5 M's and the goes, like we brought it back around, and so you should know those things. And we're going to actually do the OI at the end, which is what you're watching right now. So with that, I am actually going to start with updates, and we're going to hear from our experienced producer, Leslie.
Hey. Awesome. So 2 big things for everyone to know going into the new year and our first services in January is, 1, we're getting rid of our what we call our wide shot in the auditorium. And what that means for anyone watching this and for the Oakley team is that we don't have to rope off that center section on Saturdays anymore. That will create better feel in the room, better viewing. It's just a better experience overall. And that means that other sites are no longer getting a wide full body shot of the speaker. It's kind of where other multi-site churches are going with things, and we think that we can improve on that and just take it a step better. Plus, everyone who is watching, whether it's at a site in Oakley with live teaching or online, they're going to be getting the same exact experience. So overall, it's a great move for us, and it optimizes seats in Oakley. And continuing to optimize seats in Oakley, we're going to be covering the 100 and 700 sections. If you don't know kind of how that lays out, those are the sections closest to the stage on the very far wings. And so we're going to be getting covers for those for the floor, the middle balcony, and the top balcony. So all 3 sections are going to be covered. Again, that moves everyone closer to the center, better viewing for screens, especially on Sunday, and better feel in the room overall. And that means that, yeah, everyone has the best seat possible. Right now, we're just going to be covering those with tarp, which will look great. It's going to be a nice black cover, but we're getting actual professional customized covers for those. They're just going to be coming in February, so it'll just be a little while before we get those going. But that'll be happening. We're working with FI to make sure that's all good to go. Yeah, if you have questions, just reach out to me.
Connor next. Lynn doesn't want me to go next. I'm going to go next, though. So a couple of things with student ministry. In February, big is not happening. We're going to do another alternative to it that is during our regular weekly services. So we're going to have an anti-Valentine's Day theme to an event for high school and middle school during Thursday night for high school, and then during middle school services the week after Super Bowl. Right, Josh? Week after Super Bowl is that event. Then soon after that, during the journey, we're actually doing on-site, not attached to the weekend, middle school journey groups. So just know that's happening. If you have any interest in leading a group, or you know potential leaders that maybe you want to see how they do leading people, this would be a great first opportunity for them. It'll be on-site, high accountability, high accessibility to me and other leaders to kind of guide them through. So I'm going to be tracking you guys down for good names depending on how numbers turn out for it, as we've never done this before. So middle school journey is going to be a real life thing. It's going to be awesome. So there's that.
Hey, Vince here. In the world of student ministry, the student section, if you haven't noticed, the carpet is getting revamped and updated. So they're working super hard in there. And they should have all the new carpet in by this weekend. However, there was a little hiccup. The cove base or the baseboards or whatever that they were ordered and using is too short. So they're ordering a new one. It won't be until later next week. So as soon as I have updates, I'll send that out. But just know that we'll get new carpet in the student section.
Yay.
You next. Hey everybody, I'm Chris. I get to lead the Kids Club team, and wanted to let you know about something coming up on Sunday, January 21st in the afternoon and evening. So after the last service, and then in the evening on Sunday, Kids Club and Student Ministry and kind of Undivided are hosting a one-man show about Martin Luther King. It's called Martin's Dream. It's been done around town for probably about a decade now. A renowned local Dreamings does this one-man show where he impersonates Dr. King. It's going to be pretty sweet. We're not sure how many people are going to come, but it'll be marketed through Facebook specifically to neighborhoods around Oakley. And afterwards, we'll have a Q&A panel with some undivided, as well as Chuck and the actor himself. The Kids Club team will be the MC and host of that event. And I'm owning it from a point of view as far as like logistics and getting volunteers in place and stuff. But it'll be really scaled down, really simple and straightforward. He sets up and tears down his own show. So we're just looking forward to hosting him. Chuck saw this performance years ago and has been trying to get it at this site ever since. So we're pretty excited that we can fulfill that dream and get some good discussion going as well around racial reconciliation. Back to you.
So that's our OI, and I was remiss in letting us celebrate Awaited. So you know what? You're going to not miss that. We get to celebrate it next week. Woo! So this is the OI. Now you can go out there and you can be mission obsessed while you are motivating and maturing and multiplying.
Reading them.
And mobilizing your volunteers. That's it.
All right.